Lando Norris spends new McLaren deal until 2025 and fires Hamilton and Verstappen warning. Lando Norris has signed a new contract to stay at McLaren until the end of the 2025 Formula One season. Norris, 22, said committing his future to the team sent a very strong message about his expectations for the next 3 years, before insisting he is targeting a title challenge. The British driver was considered one of the stars of the 2021 campaign, and at one point, threatened to break up the dominance of Mercedes and Red Bull as he stood on the brink of a top 4 finish. He eventually finished 6th on 160 points but comfortably outperformed his more experienced teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Norris notched 4 podium finishes during the campaign but missed out on a maiden race win at the Russian Grand Prix in heartbreaking fashion. Having started the race on pole for the first time, Norris led in the closing laps before a downpour of rain arrived in Sochi, and his team took the gamble of keeping him out on dry weather tyres as Lewis Hamilton bore down on him. It backfired, with Norris eventually being forced to pit as he struggled to keep grip on the track, and eventually finished 7th. However, with new technical regulations coming into the sport this season, McLaren have been tipped to pose a much stronger challenge at the top end of the grid, and having signed his new deal, Norris has now fired a warning to the likes of world champion Max Verstappen and Hamilton. He said, "We know it is not going to be quick. There are things we need to improve on to guarantee we can fight for race wins and championships. But I know that's in the pipeline and it's what I'm confident of achieving." Norris added that the fact he had opted to bide his time and not wait for approaches from elsewhere was a statement of true intent. "There will be opportunities to maybe go to Red Bull or Mercedes, and who knows if I would have had those opportunities," he continued. "But the fact it's known I would have had those opportunities, but have still chosen to stay with McLaren is a good thing in all this." Despite admitting to accepting a pay rise, he also denied that his decision to sign a new deal was financially motivated in any way. "The money side of it is something that always helps, but that is not the biggest thing for me. My happiness comes above all, and that is the most important thing," he said. Critically, McLaren team principal Andreas Seidel confirmed there were no get-out clauses in the contract, adding, "It is an important message from our side that we can get there in these next 4 years."